All right, guys, welcome to Down Lane Bowling Channel. Today, it's me and my lefty friend Matthew, I call him. Today, we're going to be reviewing the new Storm Equinox. Today, I've got my Origin here. We're gonna compare it to that. Matt, what do you got today? What are you thinking this ball is gonna do, and what are you comparing it with?
So I got my Harsh Reality Pearl with me. Kind of looking for this ball to fill a couple gaps in my bag. Something a little bit more down lane than my Physics Blackout and the Harsh Pearl, but not as forward as my Origin. I drilled mine 4 by 4.5 by 2, and I'm excited to see what this one has.
Yeah, so we've got a new core and a new cover. We've got the new A1S cover stock with the new Solarion AI core. I'm not exactly sure where this ball is going to fit. So like I said, I brought the Origin today because that's kind of my shiny asymmetrical ball that I would bring around to tournaments. And that layout's got 35 by 4 by 65. And today we're going to compare with the Equinox, which would be 50 by 4.5 by 30. So we're going to see where this ball fits in. We're going to catch you guys down on lane 5 and 6. Make sure to tune in for all the action. I'm going to use the 500. Oh, that's a nice.
Just wanted to show the camera that was 4,000.
All right, guys, welcome back from the lanes. I mean, we're still on the lanes, but we're going to give you a quick review of what we're thinking, where this ball is going to fit and who this ball is going to be best for. So, Matt, what did you see out there, and what are you thinking? Who's going to like this ball? You all right?
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
So we're going to see we're going to tell you who's going to love this ball, and we're going to tell you where it fits exactly in our bag. Matt, why don't you take us through what you're thinking?
So, a couple surface changes I did on the lanes. Started 4,000. 3,000 looked really good. Ball definitely wants to needs to see the friction. So I took a little bit of the shine off of it. So when I do miss in, it kind of gave me a little bit more continuation. Kind of bring that hook spot a little bit closer to me. I feel like this ball is going to be good. Middle of the bag for me. Kind of like blended between the ASIMs and the symmetrical balls. I'd actually rather see, I might drill another pin down ball, kind of make it a little slower response to that friction, because this ball was a lot for me off the friction. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Now I just got to fine tune it and get the right shape in. But I feel like the way this ball rolls it's definitely what I'm looking for. Definitely picks up the lane in a good part of the lane, and it definitely goes. It just needs to fine tune where it hooks on the lane. Need to get the right amount of friction so it hooks and doesn't give me like that placky 7 look. I feel like bowlers on the right side, they're going to find this ball useful with the shine. Left or right side transition is a little quicker than the left. Blends out a little more, so they won't have to see the fresh as much as we do. But
yeah, I'm a little surprised you said that the left transition. I still haven't seen that yet. Anyways, yeah, so after, throwing this ball, we talked about it this week a little bit too. This ball does rev up pretty well in the mid lane. It grabs the mid lane or the friction pretty well. I shouldn't say the mid lane. It grabs the back part of the pattern really well. It does get down there pretty easily. It glides effortlessly down there. Compared to my Origin, I definitely saw a little bit more length, where the Origin would pick up a little bit more in the oil as well. It kind of surprised me because I think we were talking about it, and when we threw a few shots, the Origin never hooked. And then, as I threw a few more shots, maybe I wasn't throwing it the best, but that Origin ended up picking up a little bit earlier on the lane for me, a little bit more of a smoother roll. So I think the Origin's got a little bit more to it, a little bit more ball than the Equinox. But the Equinox is definitely clean. It loves that friction, like you said. You saw the last shot where we just basically blew it left and it picked up off that dry spot and ripped the rack pretty well. So I think that your average bowler is going to love this ball. It was designed, they said, for your typical 39, 42 foot range and a little bit more of that house shot, that house shot type environment. So I think that your guys who keep a little bit of a straighter angle through the front part of the lane, who play a little closer to the friction, they're going to see really good reaction off the dry with this ball, and it's going to have just enough to get through that oil when they are a little bit more cliffed or a little bit, there's some great big wall in the middle of the lane. The left-handers, we're going to love this ball with a little bit of surface, I think. We're going to use it when there's a little more friction on the lanes, which we see in this area a lot. So I think that this can be a really good 1A, 1B with the Origin. And for the righties, after throwing this ball, his jaw was dropped on the floor. I think this was the ball he's looking for. He's been yearning. Is that a good word for it? He's been really wanting a ball that's going to corner well. So, we'll have to see exactly what happens on the right. I think the righties, when there's a little bit more transition, like you said, this ball is going to be phenomenal because they do see a little bit more transition, like we said, than the left side does. So, if you guys are interested in this ball, make sure to visit your local VIP, your Storm VIP shop, or come see me at the lab at Town & Country Lanes, or go see Matt down at Boulevard for Revolutions. We're there. If you guys have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments below. We will try to get back to you as quickly and with as much information as we can. And make sure you guys tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. to check out the Down Lane podcast. Me and Kyle go live every week, just talk bowling, jump in, and guess what? We'll see you guys next time. This is Down Lane Bowling Channel.